Welcome, one and all. Today, we are looking at Chibi-Robo games. You know, the little metallic midget that Nintendo decided to forget about. Don't worry about it, we don't care about this IP, do we? No, it's not a cute little IP with actually quite interesting video game mechanics. But no, let's not do that. Let's focus on Mario. I'm obviously joking here, but welcome. This is Chibi-Robo. A lot of people tend to look over Chibi-Robo. Okay, he's not the most forgettable Nintendo mascot. Don't get me wrong. There's plenty more that are a lot more forgotten than Chibi-Robo. But I just find like Chibi-Robo's had a kind of a bad stint of it, because I don't think even the developers know what they want to do with him, really. But either way, today we're going to be looking at some Chibi-Robo games. We're going to be looking at literally every single Chibi-Robo game except for Photo Finder, because I don't have the means to play the game. It focuses around taking photos and whatnot, and obviously that will require me playing it physically on the Nintendo 3DS, and obviously I can't do that. So, no spoilers here, but Ziplash is on an emulator, so I obviously can't cover it because of those reasons. Anyway, we're going to be looking at Chibi-Robo, Chibi-Robo Park Patrol, Chibi-Robo Japanese exclusive DS game. I'm not going to try and say the name. We'll try to say it a little bit later. And Chibi-Robo Ziplash. I hope that you will enjoy. The very first Chibi-Robo game, released originally for the Nintendo GameCube and later on got ported to the Nintendo Wii with some motion controls. It is probably, if I be completely honest, the best Chibi-Robo game of the lot. I'm not even joking. I'm not, honestly. The very first Chibi-Robo game is the best. So, in this game, you're a little robot. You get bought by some man for his daughter for her birthday. And it's your job to go around and clean up the house. So that's what it is. You're a little robot thing that's got to go around, clean up the house, do kind of menial chores along those lines, all for your overlords, your overlord family. You have like this little chibi-copter thing that helps you around. He basically is a flying tutorial thing. It just tells you what you need to do and blah blah blah, etc. etc. But realistically, the game is just so cute. It's just so cute. Your little robot, you go around, you pick up trash. You pick up trash. You go around and look at other things and find little collectibles and shit like that. It's really good. I actually thoroughly enjoy it. It's a good, what I like to consider a time waster game. It's a good time waster game where you could sink a lot of hours into it and not even realize the amount of hours you've sunk into it. And that's why I used to enjoy it when I was younger. I actually had this game on the Nintendo GameCube, and hell, I'm glad I still got my copy, and it's in fairly decent condition, because the price for these games now are ridiculous. And then that's most exclusive GameCube games, the ones that are only released on GameCube. A lot of them are quite high priced now, even if the system itself is like $30. But yeah, that's what you do in the game. I gotta admit, it's quite enjoyable. It's quite a relaxing experience, and I have fond memories of this game. I never finished it when I was younger, but I did thoroughly enjoy it. So that's Chibi-Robo, and I can tell you, it's gonna get worse, because the later games are just not as good in my opinion, but they still have their own kind of unique charm, I guess. So let's move on to the second game in this collection, Chibi-Robo Park Patrol. Welcome to the worst game of the quadrilogy. The worst game out of the 4 games we're going to look at today. And I don't mean to come in straight away and destroy your expectations. I don't mean to do that, but I just want to be honest with you. Chibi-Robo Park Patrol is just absolutely fucking terrible. I'm not even joking. It's so bad. So basically, this is Chibi-Robo's first DS game. This is also the Chibi-Robo game we got in the West, you know, I don't think I got it personally here in the UK. I don't think the us Europeans got it. Well, we're not Europeans anymore, but I don't think he got a UK release. It only got released in America in Walmart, strangely enough. But here's the kicker, right? There is another Chibi-Robo game on the DS, which in my opinion is far superior to this game, and yet that was exclusive to Japan. You know, no, we didn't get that one. We didn't get that one. I don't know why. Why did they choose this one over that one? I don't know. But Park Patrol, you are Chibi-Robo. Apparently, due to some global warming and other kind of environmental shit show that's going on this planet, you are assigned as a little Chibi-Robo to clean up the nation's parks. Basically what happens is this corporation who makes these Chibi-Robo things takes the Chibi-Robo, puts it in a park, and it's then the Chibi-Robo's job to try and revamp the park, clean the park, make sure the park's all spick and span, if you know what I mean. Yeah, that's a cool concept. I'll give you that. That's a cool concept. The problem is it looks like shit. Like look at this. Look at this. It's barren. Now, you're supposed to go and plant flowers, and to get... basically, here's a park. There's couple of flowers in the park. You gotta go and find those flowers, play your fucking music to them, get your little boombox out and go whoop, 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 on there, and fucking play your music to make them spout out seeds, and then you're supposed to squirt the seeds with water to make them come out as flowers. Okay, that's a bit strange, but okay. So, in terms of gameplay mechanics, it's absolutely fine. Really, it's fine. It's kind of basic, but fine. But the issue lies with, like, recharging. In the previous game, you could go hook up your lead, and boom, there you go, you've recharged. In this game, you've got to get happiness points to fill up the recharge meter, or else you won't be able to recharge, and if you can't recharge, you're fucked. It's game over, right? So, okay, that's fine, but only certain things give you happiness points. So you're kind of like, you're more inclined to go and spread seeds than you are to make them seeds bloom into flowers. But look at this. The main issue is the graphics. I'm not going to lie. It looks fucking horrific. It's complete turn-off straight from the get-go. You know, I can't really say much more than that. It's a complete turn-off. I don't like this game. I don't. You know, fair enough. It's an interesting concept, but I just don't like it. Okari Chibi-Robo Happy Richio Soji. Yeah, I'm not even joking. That's the name of the game. But it's a Japanese exclusive Chibi-Robo game. What do you expect? What kind of name do you expect? Now, I love this game. This game is great. Why? Because it's exactly the same as the first game. I'm not even joking. It's not the same setting. It's a different household. It's the same kind of gameplay, but on a much smaller scale. You've got some new added features in there that the original didn't look like it had, from what I can tell. It's great. This time around, instead of being a birthday present to a family member, this time around it's like they stumble upon you by accident. And it's interesting, actually. It kind of makes me think the reason why this game didn't get released outside of Japan is because of this reason. Is I can only see a son and a mother. Is this a single mother looking after her son? Because the house is in disrepair. The house looks like it's a shithole, and it's like your job as Chibi-Robo to go and like spruce up the house. They've even got rats. They've even got fucking rats running around the house. It makes me laugh. So it's the same affair as the first game. You go around, you clean up. You got this cool little vacuum now. You can go in and clean up certain little spots and that. It's basically the first game, just on a much smaller scale, and I've got no issue with that whatsoever. I still stand by. Why didn't we get this game? This game would have been much, much, much better. This game would have been way more well received than the original game. Okay, maybe the reason it didn't get released outside Japan is because you got a single mother and her child living together. There's no father figure, and the house is in disrepair. You know, maybe the people would, you know, take it beyond the face value and go and say something else, something stupid and ridiculous, like, oh, they're trying to say that single mothers can't look after the household, and that's why it looks like that, you know, something along those lines, some stupid fucking rhetoric that they're trying to rile up, when it's just a concept, it's just a game, it's just a fucking game! But yeah, I think this game's great. This game looks great. You know, it's too bad it isn't in English, but it is what it is. So, we're going to be moving on to our final game, Ziplash. And it's disappointing, Ziplash, but it's still enjoyable as what it is. Here we have our final game of the list. Ziplash. Chibi-Robo Ziplash for the Nintendo 3DS. Now, this is actually the only Chibi-Robo game I've actually finished. And, if I be completely honest, it's great. I actually really like this game. But I like it because it's a 3D platformer and it's a really well put together 3D platformer. Do I like the fact that Chibi-Robo is assigned to it? That's cool, but unnecessary. It really is. Now, if they actually did this like a spin-off game and had a main Chibi-Robo game come out either a year before or around about the same time this game came out, so let's say the same time this game came out, a new Chibi-Robo game came to the Wii U, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't matter, then I wouldn't really have a problem with this game. But it's like I said previously in the video, it's like they don't know what they want to do with the Chibi-Robo series. It's like they don't know. They ain't got a clue. And it really sends that message home with this game. It's a 3D platformer. Why? None of their other games have been 3D platformers. You know, in terms of... not 2D, no, you know... all of the games so far have been 3D platformers. That's not what I wanted to say. What I'm wanting to say is that they've all been 3D platformers, but they all have the same kind of gameplay, going around trying to fix up a place and whatnot. Ziplash isn't like that. It's more along the lines of like a Super Mario 3D World kind of platforming. It's a typical 2D, 2.5D kind of platformer. You know what I mean? A typical platformer, I guess, like a Kirby game or something. Just the whole mechanic is that you can whip your power cord into things, and that can help you get about. That's cool. But like I said, as a mainline Chibi-Robo game, it's just kind of pointless. Now, like I said, it's not a bad thing. This game's fine. It's a fine platformer. I actually enjoyed playing it. It's just too bad that you didn't have this. We didn't get nothing else after this. You know, this was 2015. This game came out. We're in 2020 now, and no new Chibi-Robo game. You know, not even a Chibi-Robo game for the Switch. That would be cool, you know. But anyway, let me tell you about Ziplash. So it is a platformer. You go around, you whip your power cord into things. You can upgrade the length, you know, how far it can go when you swing it and whatnot. It's fine, and that's basically the whole mechanic of the game. The goal is to try and take down these aliens. I don't know why aliens, but they always seem to be aliens in the Chibi-Robo games. Some kind of aliens, bacterial aliens, like virus aliens, some or other. And that's your goal. But as you go around, you can collect trash, but there's not really a point. It's just more of just here's a collectible kind of thing than anything else. The game's more about it being a platformer than it trying to clean up the place. So that's where it stands out as being fairly different to the previous games. I don't know. You know, I enjoyed Ziplash. I kind of wish, I just want a Chibi-Robo game, a new Chibi-Robo game for the Switch that's like the old games, like the original game, like the Japanese exclusive DS game. That's what I want. You know, Nintendo is not giving enough attention to this franchise and to such a unique and interesting gameplay mechanic that the original had. But I guess this is just how things are. So that was all of the Chibi-Robo games. All of them. Except for Photo Finder. Also, I love the music in these games. It's very quirky. I love it. It's brilliant. Yeah, that's all of them. I hope you've enjoyed. And I hope you've enjoyed this Chibi-Robo video. I hope you've enjoyed looking at Nintendo's underrated Metalic Midget. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.